Hello, you beautiful baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking this video. I really appreciate it. Welcome back or welcome. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Tyra. Over here, I basically just tell you all my business, whether I'm vlogging, reading out of my journal, or just sitting down talking to you. You never know. You may have clicked on a video that's about drama or me doing a reaction. Whatever made you click, I'm so glad you did. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm not even fully awake yet, but this required me to make this video right this second. I was just today made aware of a fake Mad Nutty account, right? I was tagged the other day, and I said, I'm not watching that bullshit, you know, so I just let it go over. But apparently, this Mad Nutty account is coming after each and every one of us individually. It's really not Nutty Buddy. It's really not him. He's saying that's not him, right? The first thing you have to pay very close attention to is the way in which this video talks. I know there's an accent. Forget the accent. Let's think about the vocabulary. The vocabulary behind said videos.
I would say, hey, the vocabulary fits stuff. But you know what? There's a video on there about housewife. Didn't watch it, but I have to assume it's bad, so it's probably not stuff.
Who in the pig pen has a vocabulary like that? And then I think of that letter that was posted on a community post, right? And Terry Lynn even called it out, and she's like, dude, you know you didn't write that shit. Like, what in the fuck? Who wrote that for you? And automatically, when I read it personally, I said, oh, Shay wrote this. Shay wrote that for him, honey. Shay wrote it. And that's exactly who I think is behind the Mad Nutty account. And then it makes you wonder, why would Shay finally make a channel and just torture all of us? 2 + 2 does equal 4. It really does. It really does. Someone sent me the link for the Stina video. And for some reason, when I got to the channel, I wanted to click on the Chicago video. And what was said in the Chicago video was the most backwards, opposite shit that could even be true. So I'm like, okay, so this channel wants to just tell lies? Is that what we're doing? And then I listened to mine. The vocabulary matches Shay to a T, okay? That is how Shay writes. If you ever seen any of Shay's community posts, that's exactly how she writes. The same way that that community post was written on Hog's page. You can put the Joker, you can even give it an English accent. But at the end of the day, there's only going to be so many Pigpen members with that vocabulary and able to talk in that way. And that would be Shay. It's so funny that I'm sitting here right now and I'm talking about Shay because, you know what? I planned on making this exact video today. Let's talk about Shay, shall we? She started off in my community because I was, at the time, a BX Beast Boy fan. I was part of his community, and she followed me over there. So she was very much in the Tyra Nichole / BX Beast Boy community, okay?
One Friday, I'm having a live stream. And in that live stream, she's telling all of us how she's going to go have this, like, huge blood transfusion. And she's going to go, you know, have a good weekend, everybody. I'm going to go have this blood transfusion. Everybody in chat, you know, we're like, oh my God, we hope you're going to be okay. Hope everything goes well. We'll see you when you get back, girl. Take care of yourself. All the things, all the things.
About a week later, lo and behold, Shay was now over by housewife, Steph, and all them, right? And for a long time, she stayed there. There was a falling out. Don't know what happened. It didn't go public. Next thing you know, she's in Selfie Queen Cindy's community. And she's over there for a while. Making friends, buying gifts, doing what they do over there, right? Whilst being in Cindy's, community, she quickly became part of the pig pen. Shay has been part of the pig pen for a very long time. And it just so happened that her newest community, Selfie Queen Cindy's community, they meshed, right? They all got along. Well, something happened over there. And of course, JJ, Selfie Queen, they've talked about it. They've talked about, and I believe Popcorn even, right, have talked about Shay getting all this information and giving it to everybody. How do you guys think Housewife and Steph and all them, making all them videos, doing all them streams, how do you think they knew all that stuff about me? Because of Shay. Shay loved me, remember? Shay had a very, very unhealthy parasocial relationship with me, and she still hates me to this day. I think she hates Cindy and JJ and Chris and them worse. Thank God. But for 3 fucking years, dude, you've been at me. You've been at my fucking throat for 3 years, bitch. Finding everything she could about me. Every footstep I ever left on the internet. But that's why Housewife and stuff had her around, right? To get all the information on Tyra. That is why you guys never talked about why you kicked her out of your friend group, right? You guys made her leave. She didn't leave on her own. You guys just never talked about it. Why didn't you guys talk about it? What has Shay done for you that you wouldn't want anything to be talked about, so you didn't say anything bad about her? Because of Shay's hatred for Tyra, she has been welcomed into many communities for the sheer reason of being the document collector, the one who digs into Tyra's life. And she's done it happily, proudly. Now she's out here, in my opinion, allegedly my motherfucking conspiracy, making terrible videos. And I have to say, in some kind of defense for Shelly, you women, Steph, Marissa, Selfie Queen, JJ, have let this woman run free in your communities, doing the nastiest ever, and none of you ever said anything until recently. Jackie gets too much credit for getting information for the pigs and stuff because it's all been Shay. Nobody at this point in the game could convince me that the new Mad Nutty account isn't Shay. Nobody could convince me that Shay didn't write that statement that the pig put on his community post when, all the leaked DMs got him, the information he needed to get cursed high, right? But he ain't talking about cursed high. No, ain't nobody talking about cursed high. When Shay was in our community, she would torture creators like myself with many, many emails of many, many different, news breaking articles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing Shay ever sent me is I was inundated with emails from her about random ass shit, and I just wouldn't even open it. I just wouldn't. She then started, using all of her FBI stuff over there by Steph and Marissa, and they never talked about it. They never talked about it because they utilized the information that Shay has given them, allegedly. My motherfucking conspiracy. And again, the only reason Cindy and JJ and them even talked about it is because they got mad at Shay. Whilst, for years, she's been part of the pig pen. Don't you think that I know who gave the pig pen half the information, if not 75% of it, when they kept finding me and all the things? She's obsessed with me on a really weird level. Past on the YouTubes. Oh, but you weren't here for the past. That's okay. You could have asked about the past. I could have made a video about the past to make sure you were aware. Because when she started on YouTube, she wasn't a gross pig. It wasn't until she got with Marissa and stuff that she became a gross pig. She had a private investigator. What are them called? Private eyes. Private eyes. She paid somebody to follow me. Who does that? Why? Sharon, Shay, you're a problem. You know you're a problem, which is why you can't legally go after Cindy and JJ and them. And you did nothing more than make community posts that looked good. You can't legally go after people when you have a whole computer full of stuff that you've been going after people with for fucking years. You don't want them seeing your computer, girl. And then I say to myself, is she doing this for Shelly or is she doing this for the pigs? Because either way, both people are happy. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? 15 minutes. Long enough. I've said all I need to say. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. And I know that I'll never know the things that you did for Marissa and stuff because they would never tell us, because then, of course, then they would be, you know, guilty of doing said things as well. But I believe JJ and Selfie and Chris and Popcorn and all the things, I believe those people. I've always known that about you. Someone finally just said it. Shay, you need mental help. You need a doctor. You need a very long inpatient stay where they can get your medication stabilized enough to put you back out into the free world where you will not hurt people. You are a very sick woman indeed. And you've been a sick woman for years. It can't be a good life. Do something about it. Don't be a piece of shit forever. Wait. Oh, we're not done. I forgot to tell you guys the best part. So she goes for the blood transfusion. Nothing happens. Nothing. Literally nothing. She then proceeds to go over by Marissa and Steph and them, right? In their community and the anti-Tyra Nichole community, right?
She went in to complete witness protection. She changed her name to Shay. She came on here as Sharon. We all knew her as Sharon. We called her Sharon for a year, probably. She went over there, became Shay. We didn't even know it was Sharon for like a month, dude.
And she was over there bashing me and talking all type of shit. We didn't even know it was Sharon. She went into witness protection. How did I forget the witness protection? And then the best part. She brings her daughter to the internet. Swear to God. Swear to God. Her daughter, I want to say between 25 and 30, cute little thing, right? Just a ratchet little southern girl, you know. She came to the internet, and at first it was over on Twitter, and, you know, she was defending her mama, and I get it, and, you know, all the things. But, like, I never did nothing to her. I don't know if I, like, talked crazy to Shay, not knowing it was Sharon, And that's like what happened. And then I realized it was Sharon. I wish I could remember. I know my memory is so bad. And I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, how do I forget these kinds of things in the story? She came to the YouTube one night for a live stream. And I let her on panel. And she's like, my mom loves you. I'm opening nail polish. I can't help it. It just got here. I can't help it. And, you know, she came up on panel and she's like, but my mom loves you. And I'm like, oh my God, is this fucking for real? Like, that, like, because the whole thing was, like, why did Shay even come into fruition? Like, why was Shay born? Because nothing happened with her and Tyra. You know, I have never done anything to Shay except for make videos and say what name she was on YouTube as before. And then she, like, makes these identity strikes or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know what they're called. And she gets all booty hurt. And, you know, I just try not to mess with her. I know that I should be scared of people like this. I know that. Like, I get it. I'm supposed to be. And I think that's just a problem. I've never taken it serious enough because, like, I've never talked about the lengths that Shay has gone to. What a dope-ass neon collection. Oh, my God. I've never talked about, like, the lengths that Shay has gone. You know, I have DMs from her where she's talking about, you know, having a private eye following me and, you know, all these things. I've never done nothing to her. She didn't leave the community because anything happened. You know, she literally just wanted to be part of the popular crowd. It was way more popular to hate me than to like me. 10 people liked me. 30 people hated me. And, you know, when you're old and sick in your head, like, you're going to go where I guess you would be more accepted or feel more accepted or whatever. Shay is the epitome of a pick-me girl. And I think all along these YouTube streets, Steph, Marissa, Selfie, JJ, Chris, Hogettes, they all use her for her FBI abilities. She really should have been in the FBI. You know, I call those people the FBI rejects, but, like, yeah, I think she really could have done it, you know. She must didn't pass the psychological test, because, like, truly, she should be in there. Her daughter tried to do a channel, right? Spooky Megs or something like that. I don't think she's even around anymore, but she tried for about a year to do some, like, paranormal shit that her mom would help her with, right? That Shay would help her with all the research on. Mama research. Mama research. Mama research. Mama research. My mother-in-law is in the bathroom, and I just hope she can hear me. Oh, that good. Yeah, witness protection, bringing her daughter to the internet, making these fake legal things against people as if she has a leg to stand on. Because truly, last night I was thinking about it. Like, how does my friend think that it's even remotely okay to be friends with someone who has this past on the internet? The problem is people don't know the past on the internet. That has all been erased. Not to mention, people aren't willing to go look for themselves. They'd rather just follow popular fucking opinion. Shay is a problem, you know? And then you think of, too, the messengers. Oh, well, you know, of course, Cindy and JJ and Chris, they're going to talk shit about Shay now that Shay don't talk to them or whatever. No. Shay's dangerous. She is a dangerous human being, period. Something's wrong with her. And because of her hate for me and her FBI reject abilities, she just it was a psychological test for sure. Like, she should have so been in the FBI. All of these creators have let her in their communities to do the same gross pig shit that they've been doing for years. And everyone's been complicit with having this person in their community. I would have left my community too. Because Shay, me, and you are not the same. At all. Like, in the fucking least, bitch. My community, our community, is not like you. And people who you have gone on to surround yourselves with. That's just the bottom line. You never belonged in our community, and that's just what it is. Like, and you could have just moved on with that, like witness protection, bring in your grown-ass daughter, and my mama loved you. What? Private eyes, fucking dude. All of the things, 75% of the information that is out here about me came from Shay. Just not everyone's willing to admit it. Thanks again for coming. Have a great day or night wherever it is you are, and I'll see you on the next one.